The key to my longevity, I guess, is the stories of love. I think love never goes out of style. And when you passionately sing music that is about love on different facets, I try to sing about spiritual love as well as love between man and woman. I think that it always finds its place in humanity. I think that I survived a period of time where the industry wanted to market black men one-dimensionally, and I got a lot of people that just were like, I don't get it. I don't get it, because they wanted me to be hip, or they wanted me to be the trend of whatever, was going on. And it was like, I'm actually doing, as a man, what you do with Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, who are selling you the most records you could ever sell, but you don't want to market me there because I'm a black man, and you don't think that black men are classic, or I don't know what to call it, because I don't want to sound like I'm flattering myself, but I think I was a all-American, because if I look at Whitney Houston and Mariah and all, they were Americans. And but interesting enough, I don't know that I was an American to them. I was just a black man, and I was afraid to say that for years, because you're growing and you're trying to be a part of a huge music industry, and people trying to understand what's different about you instead of embracing what's different about you. It was quite a journey. It was. I think now I'm being appreciated a little bit more. And then everybody's not going to like you anyway. So I'm not concerned that the masses are not running out to buy Kenny Lattimore, as much as it goes to who it's supposed to go to, and the people that understand the message that I'm trying to give. Well, Kenny Lattimore Christmas is authentically about the music styles and genres that I loved, and I believe that I perform well, if you will. It starts out with the R&B sound of Real Love This Christmas, and it begins to morph into smooth jazz, and it gets into traditional jazz at the middle of it. And I'm a classically trained singer, so I wanted to do Oh Holy Night like a classical aria, and then it goes from that into praise and worship, the music that I would sing on a Sunday morning. And I'm also very popular in Africa, particularly South Africa. So I did a song for the continent called Reason to Celebrate. So all of these things are just authentically me, and I think that when people are doing albums, they're more concerned about its cohesiveness. But this Christmas, the concept of Christmas, I think, allowed me to have more freedom and do all those styles. Aaron Lindsay's a phenomenal producer who did Israel Houghton. He's particularly known in the gospel circuit, but Marvin Sapp's Never Would Have Made It. Just huge hits, and he's done R&B stuff as well. But he and I got together, and we really thought about it. I love the passion that he brought to the project, because it was like he was me and I'm him, and we're going back and forth with equal passion for what we want. And if something didn't make sense, he tapped me on the shoulder about it. He didn't just let it slide like, oh, well, it's your album, or he really owned it like this is his project too. His name is on this. So when we did the sequencing, it was almost like telling a story, but using the musical genre to do it, as opposed to just the lyric, because all the lyrics are inspirational and about Jesus Christ being born and being grateful for that during the season. But the separation of the genres, I think, was how we wanted it to flow. I'm not sure that it was that we were as conscious about tempo as much as we thought about balance overall. What I did love about Aaron was he was not afraid to give me the tempo, if you will. I think in the past, when I've gone into work with different producers, it's like, oh, Kenny Lattimore's coming in. Whoo, we got to get this great ballad. We have to go find this slow song or this mid for him. And that was how people just felt that they felt like that's what my market was and that's what I wanted. When the reality is, I love living outside the box. My last album, Anatomy of a Love Song, the biggest song was Love Me Back, which is a bouncy mid that people weren't expecting necessarily. Real Love This Christmas is probably what they're not expecting, but I think it's really a great song. It was well done by Aaron and a guy named Nate Jolly out of Washington, D.C. And when I heard the idea, I was like, this is the kind of energy I would have during Christmas. This makes me feel like I'm in the Christmas spirit, so I wanted to authentically give that as well.